My life be like, ooh, yeah, ooh. My life be like, yeah.
Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on this Nair hair removal shower power. It's infused with Moroccan Argan Oil. I'm very curious to know what it says, if it works. It says effective even on coarse hair. So I figured I would use one of my son's hairy legs to sit there and see if it's gonna come off. I figured I would test it out on my son's leg that's super hairy. He's a teenager. It does come with this applicator. It's like a sponge. It has indentations on one side and then it has a flat side. Based off of what I read, it says directions. It says apply cream outside of the shower. Skin must be dry before application. Unplug pump and turn counterclockwise to dispense cream onto smooth side of dry sponge. Apply an even thick layer to cover the hair. Do not rub in. Repeat until the entire area where hair can be removed is covered. Wait at least 1 minute before showering. So what it claims is that you do a thick layer. I'm assuming you sit there and pump this onto the sponge and then you kind of dab it onto an area of hair and then you wait a minute. I don't know how that would work because my son is super hairy. But I'm going to follow the directions, and then if I have to reapply it or do a second time, then I'll go ahead and sit there and do it. And I'll be including a little clip of me actually applying it to my son's leg. So if you want to see if this performs, then please keep watching. Also, it will cost you $11.99. I know you can order this at Amazon, and I actually picked mine up at Walmart, but I know that Target carries it as well. Probably any drugstore will carry this, but let's see if this really works and if it's worth buying for $11.99. Stay tuned. I think I need a lot of it because my son's a hairy beast. Ready?
It's recording now.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this on his hairy legs. As you can see, he's a hairy beast. And I'm going to put a layer of this. I'm sure he'll appreciate it when he has a big old piece of hair that's missing. Is it hurting? Is it hurting?
No.
Chicks dig guys that don't have hair. It doesn't hurt?
No.
Okay, so it says that I'm supposed to leave it here for 5 minutes, or for a minute, and then you're supposed to wash it off. I will come back in a minute or two once he is done rinsing it off, and let's see if it really performs. So it took out very little hair, and then it made a lot of them white. So he has a lot of white hair. And I mean, he was pretty hairy. He is pretty hairy, so we would definitely have to do a second application. So I'm going to do another application, and let's see. This time I'll let it run for a little bit longer. I'll do the time a little bit longer, and we'll see if we can remove all of these hairs. So give me a little bit and I'll come back again. Here's the second application that I'm going to put on. Let's see if it makes a difference. The first one, all it did was it took off very little hair and it just made his hair white. And as you can see, he's pretty hairy. He's a teenager, so let's see how it does. Can we do your whole leg if it works?
No.
Why? Chicks dig guys with no hair.
I don't care.
You'll get like all the chicks. We can't?
No.
No? Want me to go higher?
No. I already know where my mark is, so.
It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to do it on your eyebrow to see if it takes
No.
off your eyebrows?
No.
We could just take off one eyebrow.
No.
Come on.
No.
Then you could draw it in.
No.
You're not very excited. So we're going to wait a few more minutes and then we'll come back and see where we're at with it sitting for 5 minutes. This is a second application of it. It did take off his hair. However, it did also leave some bumps on it. It's probably because usually when you use the hair removal, it usually tends to do that. His skin is soft, and it did take all of it off on where I applied it at, but it did have to take 2 patches or 2 steps into doing it. You could see where he's hairy on his leg and then where he's not hairy on his leg. It's to your preference if you think it's worth it. Definitely, you know, the bottle is 0.13 ounces. I'm not too sure how much use you could get out of this. Depends on how much, you know, if your legs are smaller or shorter. And you could put this on your arms and your underarms. So definitely would have to do a 2 application process if you're pretty hairy. His hairs are not super thick, but he is, you know, he definitely does have. So when I did apply it to his leg, like I said, I did need to do a second application to it. And the second time that I did do it, we did leave it on for 5 minutes. It did remove all of his hair. However, it did leave some bumps on it, and it left his hair smooth. So for $11.99, you're getting 13 ounces. It does work. It does leave it, you know, smooth. However, it isn't that big of a bottle, so it's pretty much up to your discretion. The first time we applied it, we did follow the instructions. We did it for a minute. So if you would like to see another review, or if you enjoyed this, please like it and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.
What the? Mom, it just turned white.
You'll live. Come on.
It turned white. No.
That's perfect.
I'm being for real, Mom. That wasn't supposed to be in there.
Okay, right here. Stop! Right here. Look.
Okay, well, right there's fine, but right there. You kind of went too far, though. And, I mean, like, I know where I put my socks at.
You do?
Yeah, it's exactly
like right here.
Mom, for real.
You want to fucking die, don't you? Little bitch. Keep it up. Watch. I'll put this on your balls when you fall asleep.
It smells like shit.
It does. Also, it smells like your mouth.
No, it smells like caca.
So it smells like your underwear every time you fart.
No. It's worse than that. It smells like a disease.